Just like being under the blanket, all nice and cozy.
You usually with your elbows out too, so no one can attack you.
I'm a belly sleeper.
Yeah, it's
Belly
painful.
sleeper. Hey,
What happens when you get an erection?
I levitate.
Good morning.
Sorry.
How rude.
Sorry.
Are you though?
I just had Ken Lee just message me.
Oh, stop everything.
Well,
Who the fuck is Ken Lee?
I don't know.
He's not the doctor from... Oh, wait, he's not the actor, Ken Lee.
No, but it says deadline and policy update. What to watch for in your RDTI claim. What the fuck is that? Sorry.
There's a time for admin.
There's always time for admin. You have a story, but can I just do the open and then you can tell me your little story?
Oh, you want to use that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go then. Fine.
Welcome back to Two Doting Dads. I'm Matty J.
And I'm Ash.
And this is a podcast all about parenting. It is the good, it is the bad.
And the relatable.
And we don't give advice. Ash, what's your story?
My story is I accidentally offended mum this morning, and it wasn't my intention, but I did. And I'm going to tell you how I did that.
Go on.
Right now.
School pickup?
It was
No,
school drop off.
Drop off.
It was actually preschool. It was for Macy. Anyway, this mum had both of her kids there. One had a backpack on, okay, because he was obviously being dropped off. The other one was slightly smaller, but he had matching shirt and shorts dinosaur, which I really liked.
Yep.
You know where I'm going with this.
No.
You don't?
No idea.
I was like, oh, they're cute jammies. And she was like, they're not pajamas. And I was like, okay.
Why would you... Do they look like pajamas?
Yeah, they look like pajamas.
But
I'm being honest.
But don't you think that's also like... It's also like a dig at the parent of like...
That's what I mean. I didn't mean it that way. Because look, honestly, jammies outside, not a problem with me. Don't have a problem.
Yeah.
You wear your pajamas wherever you fucking like.
Yeah.
So for me, and then I was like, ugh. And I sort of backtracked and I was like, I just love dinosaurs.
Like, that's a cute outfit for someone with special needs.
Oh, yeah. Well, no.
That's essentially what you're saying.
I was friendly. I wasn't like, oh, that's cute. But also you should get your kids dressed. No.
Why wouldn't you just say, that's a lovely outfit? Why would you? Because as a parent, you'd be like,
honestly,
fuck you. I get my kids dressed. Thank you very much.
I didn't know any of it was coming out of my mouth, if I'm honest. By the time it happened, I was like, ugh. And then I was like to the kid, I was like, do you know, I had like a stegosaurus on it, probably my least favorite dinosaur.
What?
But I lied.
Whoa, hang on a second.
I lied and I said, that's my favorite dinosaur, trying to smooth it over.
So you lied.
I really put my foot in it today.
For the record, what would you like to see printed on some clothing? What dinosaur tickles your fancy? T-Rex?
Nah, too aggressive.
Velociraptor?
A raptor?
Velociraptor?
Raptor.
Okay. Wow.
Probably something more woke than that.
Like, go
like
on.
a vegetarian dinosaur, just
what?
to keep everyone happy.
Like what? Give me something.
A Diglodocus.
A Diplodocus?
That's it. What is that?
Diplodocus is the long necks.
Yeah. I don't know. This is a podcast all about dinosaurs. Anyway, I would just want to say sorry to that mum.
Did you cover your tracks? Did you apologize?
I got the fuck out of there. That's what I just pushed Macy over the fence. I'm like, I'm out of here.
Hey, this is now going to be housekeeping. Just want to let people know that maybe I got a little bit excited, a little bit trigger happy with the jingles. And I suggested that we put together a jingle for this segment of housekeeping. And Ash was like, whoa.
No. Yeah.
Whoa, hang on a fucking second. We're just putting jingles in every 2 seconds in this podcast.
I saw the post and I was like, we didn't discuss this.
For the record, Blink-182, Small Things. It was a suggestion. I put it out.
Housekeeping is bigger than small things, Matthew.
Okay, well that's
pretty much the whole show.
And then
now.
Ash, if it wasn't for Ash, you would have just heard our rendition of Blink-182. But Ash has said no.
Just kidding, here it is. No.
So just want to let that be known to the good people, the doters, if you will.
I think it's safe to have no jingle for this one.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Every episode is just going to be all music. It's turning into a musical.
Sorry. Yeah. Actually, that's why you're against it, because you hate musicals.
I feel like we do housekeeping first, so it will go into our show start.
Too soon.
There he is.
Too soon. You want to talk about Nokias, my bro?
No, we don't actually. So it's meant to be out of there. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've canned it.
We'll retouch that next. I just didn't get a chance. I just haven't had a chance.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm really sorry. Next week, everyone, tune in for the Nokia chat. Moving on.
I wanted to know about the Nokia. That's
You
okay.
will.
That's
In good
okay.
time.
Okay.
In good time, my
Okay.
child.
Next week, we talk about the Nokia.
It'll be like the business meta suite all over. Where it's like, you done it yet? Yeah, I'll do it today.
Ash has had one admin task to create what is called a meta business
I have a
account.
disability. It's called ADHD. It's a disorder. And if you really want to poke
Mate,
that and...
No, I have it too. I don't technically...
You're one of them.
Well, I'm not yet
The diagnosed.
I want to get diagnosed just so I can be like, see,
Yes.
I can sympathize with you and what you deal with.
April always says, oh, it's just my ADHD. She's undiagnosed. And I said, that's offensive.
That is, sorry.
That's offensive.
Let me apologize on behalf of all the people like me and April.
It's disorderist.
By the way, I'm a bit sick at the moment, by the way. In case
Shout out to Shannon.
You're going to fucking just ignore the fact
She's a
that...
mum. She reached out to us. She just got diagnosed and it's her 39th
It's not about Shannon. It's about me being sick.
Happy birthday and congratulations on having a disorder.
Wait, when did you speak to Shannon?
She just messaged me.
Where?
Instagram?
And you wrote back?
Yeah.
That's not like you at all.
I know. She's a lucky lady. Anyway, ADHD related.
Happy birthday, Shannon.
Yes, 39.
Okay, I have to tell you about the fact that I think my house is cursed.
Which one? Walked into that, didn't you?
Well,
the fourth mansion's a little bit cursed.
I actually bumped into someone and sorry, this is really bad. He said, "How's the house?" And I said, "Which one?" And he was like, "Oh, the one you just renovated." And I was like,
Which one?
I was joking. The Bondi house is
Go on.
white goods.
Oh, bloody white.
White goods. We just lost last week the dishwasher.
Well, it heard us talking about all the other dishwashers, and it was like, I'm out of here.
I don't know if it was the fact that I kept opening it mid-cycle, that over time, I don't know if it has. It was a very old dishwasher. The dishwasher was at least like 12 years old.
That's a long time.
Very old.
That is old.
It was on its last
They
legs.
just give up, don't they?
And I was like, to get 12 years out of a dishwasher, I'm happy with that.
You should be very happy with
I am.
that. I would say that's an outstanding inning.
When it finally went, I said, rest easy. Shh.
Yeah, it's like when a really old person dies and then they're like, how old were they? Like, oh, 99. I'm like, oh, good innings.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Thank you.
It's like, great innings.
But on the other end of the spectrum, the fridge just died.
The one at the Bondi house. That's new.
It's 5 months old.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one with you had the problem with the plumbing.
It's like losing a puppy, you know? It's like, how old was the dog that got hit by the car? It was only one. You're like,
I would say it's somewhat sadder than losing a puppy.
It's more of a headache, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm doing okay, for those who are wondering. But it's a real pain in the ass.
What happened to it?
I don't know. I think it was Laura. I think it was
Wow.
Laura.
Okay.
I
What did
think-
she do? What about it just stopped working?
Well-
There's got to be some sort of there needs to be investigation.
I said to her, so she was like, "It's broken. The freezer's not working." And I was like, well, hang on a second. You've got it so... She's just so unorganized. And she had a bottle like that is like a little cooler.
Oh yeah.
And it was like jammed in the door, so the door wasn't shut properly. So it had been running overnight with the door of the freezer ajar.
Yeah, one of the key factors to a fridge or freezer is the door needs to be shut.
You know it. You know
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
It's like years of my childhood of my mum yelling at me for not closing
Keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it closed.
That's just
So then off the back of that, I don't know if it's strained the fridge. I don't know. I had my milk in my cereal on Monday morning and I thought,
This is off.
It was Sunday. And I was like, that's weird. It's not very cold and tastes kind of tangy. And then I finished it. And then the next hour I was like, this is serious. Nothing's getting cold.
Oh.
I know.
So you think that the engine has been worked to death?
I'm no expert here, Ash. I'd love to know. I'd love to get an answer. But the other issue is, and once again, I know a lot of people are dealing with some serious issues right now. So mine, in comparison, is very small. I understand that. But I finally got hold of the brand and I said, look, 5-month-old fridge, gone.
And
they said, we can send a technician in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's what I said. I said, you know, I have 3 children, one of whom I lied a bit and said it's 2 months old because it's more dramatic.
Oh, yeah. How old is Poppy? Oh,
5 months.
Oh, fuck.
5
Wow,
months.
that went far. Fuck. Where did that last 5 months go?
I don't know, bro. I'm fucking staying awake every night with a fucking screaming child.
My
so
bad.
I can tell you it's not going quick my end, just for the record.
Fair enough.
Sorry. So at the moment, we're living out of Eskies.
Oh, okay. Can we go back to 2 weeks really quick?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, please.
What have they got on?
I don't know. They wouldn't tell me. I said, how many technicians do you have? And they said, that's none of your business.
Yeah, obviously they only got one.
And so currently surviving on rations out of the Esky. It was like camping. And we're washing everything by hand as well. It's fucked.
And ice is not cheap.
Ice is very expensive, except
They do a bundle deal.
they do a bundle deal. I don't need 4 bags.
You
But
do,
they,
clearly.
But they get me every time. He's like, you paid $2 more, you get an extra bag.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll do it. I came home with a fucking car full of ice.
You
And
got ice to spare.
Laura's like, why so much ice? And I'm like,
You broke the fridge!
And do you know what else happened?
Oh, God.
The Meredith cheese.
What's that?
I knew you wouldn't know.
Is that a jab because I'm poor? Or is it...
Yes.
Oh, wow.
No, you wouldn't. I feel like, not to generalize, but mums listening right now will be like, yes, the Meredith
I
goat's
don't know
cheese.
what that is.
The Meredith
the
goat's
goats. Okay, right. Okay. I was like, Meredith? That's my mother-in-law. Like, she's giving you cheese and not me? What the fuck is that about? We could use some cheese. We're poor. You're talking about one of your houses is cursed.
Enough about the houses. So the Meredith goat's cheese
My diversified portfolio is cursed.
is in a jar of oil. And Laura's put that into the Esky. This morning, she got the milk out and was like, fuck, milk is covered in oil. And then she pulled out the Meredith cheese, which was now just the cheese, no oil, because it had leaked out into the Esky. And then she goes, your fucking mum did this. She goes, she can never get the lids on because of her arthritis. Then Laura went to work, and then Mum was like, "Where's all the oil come from?" And I said,
You did it.
The Meredith cheese." And she goes, "Fucking Laura."
Oh, they're against each other.
We're all attacking each other right now.
Who'd have thought a fridge would bring down the Johnson
Oh,
household?
I know. And the dishwasher. Anyway.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Speaking of poverty, Oscar lost a tooth. Not. Okay, that sounded bad.
Was it you? No, sorry, friend of mine.
Okay.
Friend of mine, child swallowed the tooth.
Oh,
and
that
they
sucks.
said, "What's the policy here? Do you go through the shit?"
No, that thing's gone.
My mum once did that.
She also cut your foreskin off, remember, when you were like 7.
She's an animal.
She's an animal. God. Don't go near Ellie. She'll chop something of yours off.
My brother forced her. He shat in a container, a takeaway container. And for like the next 3 shits, she went through it to try and find the tooth that he swallowed. Still couldn't find it.
He's metabolized it.
Yeah.
It's become a part of him again.
How did Oscar...
Oscar, it's his second tooth. Okay. And
He's on 2 already.
yeah, just a quick warning, Matt, that if there are kids in the car, whoever is listening to this, don't worry about the swearing, but we're about to talk about the tooth fairy.
The magical tooth fairy. Let's get into her. No, my God.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, take that back. Take it back. We will. Oh my God.
And next, we'll be talking about Santa Claus, and I can't wait to get into him.
And the kids are like, why is he in the tooth fairy? Oh my goodness.
Caught us by surprise, this one. It was loose, and I tell you right now, you don't want to lose the tooth close to bedtime.
Why?
Because there's a lack of... Who has coins these days, bro? I gotta pretend to be the... So we didn't have any coins.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Mainly because Oscar has found all the coins in the house and hidden them for himself at some point. Like a doomsday prepper.
Where do you even, if you go to servo, get some ice?
That...
Sorry.
Well done. How do I get a coin? I was stumped. I devised a plan, though, to get a coin. I was meant to get one from Mike because tradies have coins.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Does Dan have coins? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan's a tradie and Dan is Vic's partner. Anyway, I devised a plan because we didn't have any coins and it was like 7 o'clock at night and the kids were like about to get into the shower.
Oscar's there like rubbing his hands going, yes.
Yeah. And I was like to April, I'm like, should I just say tooth fairy doesn't work on a Sunday? Because that's just the easy way out. And April was like, no, it's the magic. I'm like, okay, I get it. She's like,
She's on holidays, bro. She doesn't do Sundays. Not the Northern Beaches.
no, that's what I was thinking. No one crosses the Spit Bridge on a Sunday.
No.
Nah,
He'd understand
that's
that.
the last thing I'd want
He'd
to
be
do.
like, oh, fair.
Yeah.
Understand. Yeah, I'll see her on Monday.
Yeah, she'll clock in. She'll be there.
Yeah.
She's already doing nights.
Yeah.
Poor thing. Let her have a day off.
Yeah.
April said, I'm going to go do the showers. you come up with how we do this. I devised a plan. No coins in the house. I absolutely rated that. I tried to even turn the dog into like a sniffer dog. I'm like, smell one of Oscar's coins that he's hoarding. Find more of these.
Did you find anything? Because sometimes when you do a spring clean, you find things that you thought you lost.
I found a poker chip from the Star Casino.
Oh, how much?
$10.
Right, that's great.
I know.
Give him that.
Right?
Did you?
No.
Okay.
Wasn't allowed to. So I was like, okay. He doesn't know what a
I
casino
love
is.
how you've got more poker chips in the house than you do coins.
I know. Also, I found a Westfield gift card and I was like, we could do this.
Yeah, it's great.
No, I was like, okay, my plan was this. I found the poker chip and I was like, $10 is a bit steep. I'm setting myself up to fail with that. So I need to somehow, I thought maybe I could remove the writing on it and then put what I want on there. But no, I couldn't do that because it was a proper casino chip and they're like, I don't want it. Otherwise, I could just change it to $1,000 and be like, I want to cash this, right? So I found these little black stickers to cover it up so it just looked like a chip, like a poker chip with no value. And I thought, this is genius. This is how I thought it would play out in my head. The Tooth Fairy would give him this with a little note saying what a good boy he's been and you're growing up and bloody blah, blah, blah. Exchange this with your parents for a nominated amount of money. I hadn't got that far because April shut it down real quick.
She wasn't into it.
No.
It's very elaborate. Just fucking get some coins, man.
I know. Well, April ended up going to her dad's house. To pick up
Ash is
some
there
coins.
forging coins.
I like making my own coins.
Out of like frying pans. Like, just go to the servo and get some money out, man.
I thought the plan was foolproof.
Just get some money out.
And then I said, what about the $50 gift card? And she was like,
you
no.
have a servo 3 minutes down the road from your house.
It's Sunday night, bro. I'm trying to unwind.
It's a 7-Eleven one. They're always open.
Well,
Get
what am
some-
I going to go in there and go, hey, can I get $1 out?
No, get $20 out of the ATM.
I'm not getting $20.
And say, hey, can I have a $10 note, a $5 note, and a couple of coins?
I feel like
What do you feel like, bro?
we need to move on from the coins. There needs to be maybe like an FPOS machine. But I said this to my mate Mike, and he was like, yeah, we don't have any coins either. Like, I just write IOUs. Genius.
No, it's not genius.
I'm into that.
That's fucking pathetic.
Anyway.
Mike, hope you're well. Don't mean to attack you.
But you're pathetic.
You can't. The magic of the Tooth Fairy, and
You sound like April.
They wake
Jesus.
up to a fucking scrap bit of paper saying, "Hey, sorry, the Tooth Fairy's got a gambling problem. She's like, can't pay you tonight. Sorry about that.
Sunday is the Tooth Fairy's nominated gambling day,
You know, I'm good for it.
Give her a break. Don't judge her.
Give me a week or two. I'll get some money together.
I've
I've got a big bet coming up.
That sounds like a proper
Race
gambler.
4 at Randwick. Don't worry. It's a sure thing.
The horse is called the Easter Bunny. Anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. April went and got $1, but I wanted my plan to unfold.
What did you give him in the end? You cheat. You fucking.
Excuse me? I didn't have any coins, so I went to all 4 of my houses to try and find coins. Jesus, man. We're living over here. We're living week to week over here, Matt.
One thing I forgot to do this morning, Marley has dance class and she has to get to the school at 7:30.
That's ridiculous.
And she has to go in her dance uniform. Her other uniform is then put in her bag. And at that hour of the morning, it's hard as well because Laura gets her partly dressed and then I come in. I thought that she was wearing undies under her leotard. Turns out she's not. So I dropped off Lola this morning and then I saw some of Marley's friends and I said, oh, where's Marley? And they said, oh, she's crying in the hall. And I was like, oh, what happened? She's got no undies. I know. And then there was other kids there. And I was like, oh, what's wrong with you, Susie? And she's like, my dad forgot my shoes.
Instantly you felt better. You're like, oh, fine.
There was so many kids who were like, one had no top on, like one had no like hair tie. It was carnage.
Yeah, there was a parent with no kid.
Yeah.
My kids love wearing no underpants to school. I keep catching them.
I was like, just freeball it. The Scorts have a built-in like little shorts.
Yeah, it's a skort.
That's why I was late this morning because I had to go back to the school and in a brown paper bag, deliver undies to the office.
That's way more embarrassing. I'm like, no one knows.
They were like, what are you dropping off? And I was like,
Bag of undies.
and it was in a shopping paper bag. So it was a big bag. You open it up, it was like a little
I should do that to April at work with a bag of lingerie. You forgot this.
for you. But she fucking forgot her hat. She lost a hat. Again.
Oh, God.
Again. It was like, Jesus Christ.
How many hats is that?
5 hats so far.
Wow, that is good gear.
Hey, talking about school hats and losing them, we got some advice from doters who listen in And we've got one here from Sarah. She says, Maddie, you need a hat clip for the girl's bag. Issue is, Sarah, I hate to attack you here. I appreciate the advice. Thank you for messaging in.
Like a carabiner.
But the thing is, like, it's not.
Like a rock climbing family.
Well, it doesn't. She takes the hat off. The hat's not getting anywhere near the bag.
She needs a leg rope. This one's from Natalie. Natalie works in a primary school and says it would solve so many dramas if we leave kids' hat at school the whole term. They could leave it in their pigeonholes and they don't get lost going to and from home.
Mate, at daycare, the good old days of daycare, the hat's always stayed at daycare.
There's like a little pigeonhole.
Never lost it. Never once lost it. The hats are always there. Natalie, no offense, Sarah. Natalie, great advice.
Yeah, but also schools are much bigger than a preschool. The area of a primary school, there's a lot more places for it to get lost.
And also, I feel like the kids are also stealing hats. Everyone's losing hats. The hats are being hoarded out to the children.
Oh, I always used to just take someone else's hat.
Yeah.
I'm part of the problem.
I know. And even one of the teachers said, just got a lost property, just take it all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, no, there's a system in place. That's why we named the hats.
You throw the system out
Okay.
and move on. Matt, breaking news.
Thank you.
This one's not a joke. This one's serious. I'm bringing the serious sauce
Hit
today.
me.
I'll hit you with it. A new study, Matt, lifts the lid on what they call mum rage
Go on.
in Australian families. An Aussie mum exposes the shocking truth that she says affects almost every mother, okay? So they surveyed hundreds of women to prove this, okay? And I'll give you some stats around anger in motherhood. An overwhelming 97% of mums experience anger in motherhood. I feel like everyone just experiences anger at some point. You can't tell me that people are out there just not angry.
I'm actually worried about that 3%.
3% of people out there that reckon they don't ever get angry, that's garbage.
The 3% are lying.
They're the dangerous ones.
They're the ones who are bottling it up.
A third of those have a weekly episode of downright rage. But only 20% have ever confided in another mother, and just 6% were warned properly that they might feel like this after kids.
What kind of warning do you need? It's just like that's, like
This, you're going to get angry at some point.
Like
You've
that's-
been warned.
I think for people to say, I was never told I would be angry, it's like someone saying, I was never warned by anyone who was a professional, like medical staff member, that you're going to be really fucking exhausted.
Yeah.
But other parents have warned me. Do we need to be told that? Vic, you're a mum, producer Vic. Yeah. Can you just come on the mic for a second?
The hot seat.
Vic,
Yes.
do you or have you ever experienced mum rage?
Yes. And when
When?
every day. When I saw this article, I jumped on it because I was like, oh, I just want to see what the stats are because I've experienced it. And for me, it was shocking to feel because it's a feeling I've never had in my body before. And I think maybe guys might have like rage sometimes in their lives. I don't know, testosterone or whatnot.
Do you remember? Do you remember the last time you had a little ragey episode and what triggered it?
Yeah, it's always when I'm solo parenting. So when Dan's around, you can kind of share the load a little bit. But if it's just me and I've got two kids coming at me and it's like 2 against 1 and they're just like coming and coming, something flicks, like a switch flicks and I just see red and I'm in this like red rage and nothing can get me out of it. Nothing my kids can say can get me out of this rage. And I'm now at a point where I'm like, I know it's settled in, but I have to remove myself from the kid so I can just like get it out of my body. And that involves
Go on.
slamming doors, maybe punching a pillow or like throwing something into the sink, like just getting like some sort of like feeling out of my body.
It's like the rage rooms. What are those rooms called where you like, have to go in and break?
They would be
Go to a
good.
rage room. We should go to a rage room.
I agree. For parents.
Write it down.
But then the thing is, as soon as it's out, you're like, shit, like that was really awful. And you're filled with shame. And you're like, fuck, I can't believe I was like that in front of my kid. And I think because it's a feeling we've never felt before in our bodies, yeah, we feel shame. So we don't talk about it. And so when I saw this article, I was like, there's like 35% or something of people who are getting this rage. And even chatting to my friends, they're all the same. Like we're all feeling it. We're just not talking about it.
Yeah, right. I'm not surprised
Thank you,
when you
Victoria.
talk about solo parenting being the trigger because yesterday morning is a morning that Laura's out the door at 6:30, so I'm doing the kids by myself. And it was a morning where just every step of the process. Like, you got to eat your breakfast. Every mouthful was me like begging for my kids to eat. And then I'd turn around, look back, and they were in like an arts and crafts box and with glue. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, God.
And then brushing the teeth, putting your shirt on. And I was like, come on, you got to put your shirt on. And I thought to myself, like, you got this, Matt, you're doing really well. And then finally, when I was saying, put your helmets on for the bike to ride to school, I turned around and Marley was on the scooter going down the hill. And I was like, just flipped the fuck out, grabbed her and was like, get on the bike and put your helmet on. And you snap, which you feel like a really shit parent.
Once you come down out of that anger, you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
It's a shit feeling for sure.
What makes me feel less shit is I know that I kind of assume that every parent is doing the same thing.
Well, let me tell you a story.
Go on.
Okay. This is not me. This is my soft, gentle, kind wife.
Oh,
who,
April.
To be fair, I have been with April for 15 years. I think she has yelled at me once.
Wow.
Like, she's not a yeller.
Is that because you're so perfect?
Yes.
Or
that's
because
it.
April is so
Patient.
kind? Yes.
God.
Combination of the two. You are a great guy, by the way.
Thank you. You don't know me behind closed doors. I'm a loose unit. No. So she's quite reserved. She usually leaves the rage to me. You know, or I'll do the same thing as Vic, or I'll just slam a door or something to make me feel better, even though it's probably not a good look, if that makes sense. Because in the moment, you're like, bleh, and then you're like, oh, fuck, I probably shouldn't have ripped the door off its hinges at home. That was probably a bad option.
Yeah.
But recall one morning, April is an early riser. She goes to the gym. Good on her. And then she's back as the kids are sort of getting up, depending on what time they get up. This particular morning, they were up pretty early. I think we were all up pretty early. I think like April left and it was still dark or something, but we were up having breakfast. But the kids were just one of those days like that where everything was a nightmare. They were teasing each other. And April comes home from the gym full of endorphins, which is great, which is what you want. You don't want to walk into your husband just at his wit's end at 6 o'clock in the morning. No one wants this, okay? And I do feel sorry for my neighbours because they would have heard me have a fucking episode at that time. They've got older kids, so they get it. And then April just must have flicked a switch. And she's first things first, she was like, I think she realised how angry she was going to be and was like to the kids, go to your room. And
Go on.
We've got this cane coffee table.
Yeah.
Okay. It's never good when you start with the story with furniture.
And like breaking down the materials.
Yeah, yeah.
It's made out of cane.
It's made out of cane. So it's not overly heavy, but it's not that light. She's picked it up and she's thrown it into the ceiling fan. Wow. And I was like, I'm in the kitchen. I was
She like didn't do enough shoulders at the gym, so
yeah,
she's just like
I think she didn't realize how her own strength. And that's fuck the ceiling fan up. That's the first thing. And then she's walked into the bedroom, fit of rage. And I think she tried to kick a pillow, but she's so clumsy that she's kicked a wall. And her foot's gone through the gyprock wall. And obviously, I'm not saying this.
And you're like, do I step in and tell her to stop?
No. I'm like 1 foot out the door here. I'm like, I'm getting out of here before I'm next.
Will the apartment still be there when I come back?
And I was like, after the foot was stuck in the wall.
Help me!
And then the shoe got stuck because the foot came out of the shoe. I think at that point she realised, hang on a minute, I've gone a bit too far.
Enough's enough.
And I was like, I don't think you've gone far enough. I was looking around for things that like the kids loved that I hated. So I was like, get that! Get that thing over there, look, just sick him. Get him. But she's, and like,
the dog in front of her?
To April's defense, she snapped out of it really quick and realised and was like, oh, fuck, like, the kids came out of the bedroom and you can imagine how fascinated they were that the bloody ceiling fan's spinning around with a coffee table stuck to it.
The cane coffee table.
The cane. Maisie had a real attachment to that coffee table.
April's wedged in the gyprock still.
And Maisie was like, that's where I eat my berries. And then they look over into our bedroom and there's a hole in the wall with a shoe sticking out of it. And the kids were so fascinated with that. And April you could see that she was ashamed of which I think, like, sometimes you've got to express your feelings somehow. If that's how it felt, if it felt right in the moment, I'm fine with it. And I just said, Oh, fine, I'll fix it. No. I said, I'm not adding any fuel to this fire. I said, babe, don't worry about it. It's easy fix. It's an easy fix for a guy like me. Here you go. Now we joke about it a lot. Obviously, I can tell this story because we joke about it. No one
Put
was
her on a
harmed.
soccer field.
No, because she missed the pillow. The thing is, like, trying to explain that. I think my parents came over, like, the day after, and they don't live in the area. They
Where's
came
the coffee table?
Yeah, I was like, look up. And then they walked in. Mum walked into my room, and I think Mum was the first one. She was like, "What happened to the wall?" And I was like, "You're not going to say hi to the kids or anything, or hi to me? You just straight in. What happened to the wall?" And I was like, "Oh, April accidentally kicked the wall." And Mum was like, yeah. I was like, no, she booted the shit out of it. So the mun rage is real. And honestly, let it out. Don't be ashamed of it because I'm fucking doing it. The dad crash out is such a joke online. But I think, like, that's how we've overcome, like, the stigma of it. We've made fun of it. So I'm like, now April, like, anytime April gets a little bit angry, I'm like, ah! I put the coffee table in the other room. Like if I can see she's getting upset with something and she gets overstimulated.
Take the valuables.
Yeah.
Move the vases.
I'm like, oh, get this coffee table out of the way. I just leave things I know she can't pick up, but she's getting stronger. Okay, running out of things to get out of the room.
As long as it's nothing like no white goods.
No white goods.
She's grabbing the TV.
I know the fridge is flying across the room. Anyway.
Yeah, but maybe it's the fact that men with testosterone, it's not uncommon for them to lose their temper in comparison. But also men talking about getting angry at the kids. And I'm not saying it's a great thing to do because, it'd be a better world if none of us ever got angry. But just the way things are with the stress of life and the kids when you're on your own, like it's bound to happen. But maybe men are not as ashamed of talking about it like women are.
I think it's completely healthy to express all of your emotion, and that includes the ones that we think are bad. Anger is not bad. It's depending on where it's directed. Am I?
Yes, keep going. Yes, yes, yes.
Am I a philosopher?
I love it.
Like,
I've never been so aroused.
Do you want me to get angry? Or?
Where are your glasses? Put your glasses on.
Oh, they're broken. April, break them.
Sorry, April.
I know. No, like I said, I think it's very healthy to crash out. If it makes you feel better, I think it's just where the anger is directed. And that actually leads me to a question for you to think about and the listener to think about. What is your parenting crash out phrase? Everyone's got one. April's is a real simple one, which I think a lot of mums have because I think it just rolls off nicely. Yeah. It's usually done with the mouth open but the teeth shut.
Go on.
Fuck's sake.
That's mine.
Boom.
That's just, what is it about fuck's sake? It's been passed down from generation to generation.
I told you about the Fiji story with the pool noodle. Anyway, those who are new, my son was quite young. I think he was 2. He picks up this pool noodle at the kids' pool at this all-inclusive resort in Fiji, picks it up, puts it onto the side of the pool like a horn, if you will, and he screams into it, "Fuck's sake!" And everyone went,
"What?"
And the way he said it, I just looked at April and I was like,
"That's you.
That's you in the car."
What's your crash out word?
I've got a few I run between.
Like a smorgasbord. Today on Tuesday, I feel like...
The classic for me, if you hear it from me, it's a crash out. It's like, "Oh, you fucking cockhead." Like something like
that. To who? To yourself?
Yeah, just whoever will listen.
Like a self-reflective...
I was like, "What'd you say?" "Nothing."
Hey, I think...
Fuck, this is a long...
I think that's housekeeping.
Can we just go into a segment?
Before we go into segments.
Yep.
I need to apologise to my wife.
For which time?
At the moment, there's one thing that I'm doing badly at the moment.
Okay.
And we know that Poppy, 5 months, she's now pretty much off the boob entirely. She'll have like a couple of boobs throughout the week. And they're always, when it happens, always like, that may be the last one. She's on the bottle, which is great because it means that I'm far more helpful. Well, I should be far
in
more
theory,
helpful.
yeah.
But I'm being a bad partner.
No, you're not.
I am.
Okay, go.
I can own up. I can admit that right now I'm not pulling my weight. And it's not my fault though.
Okay, go on.
I'm a very heavy sleeper.
I know.
I'm a very heavy sleeper. I can sleep through anything. And also, I'm pretty good at getting back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment, and this is behavior that I'm not aware of, I'm just being told by my wife. So Poppy at the moment's waking up between like 3 to 5 times in the night.
Fuck.
A lot, yeah.
Regression's a
And remember the
bitch.
fridge and the dishwasher, bro? We're battling.
Good thing she drinks warm milk.
Yeah.
I would say.
So Laura will go, hey, Matt, I need a bottle. And I go, yeah. Back asleep.
Oh, reminds me of when you stole my pillow and I was like, give it back, and you're already asleep.
And I go, yeah. And then she waits and she goes, hey, Matt. And I go, yeah. She goes, you got to get the bottle. I go, oh, yeah. Back asleep.
Oh, God.
Boom, instantly. And then 4 times later, she's like shaking me and she's like, get the bottle. I'm like, whoa. Okay. And then the other night, I got up, I stood over her and she's there. And then we have a little like white noise machine, which has a light. She was reaching out to give me the bottle and I just stood there and I fell back asleep standing up. And she's like, grab the bottle. And I was like, mm-hmm. And she's like, grab the fucking bottle. And I was like, don't have to swear at me. And she's like, fucking hell.
You know it's a good sleep when you don't know where you are or what you're doing.
It's only when I'm there at the sink pouring the water in that I'm like, where am I? Like,
The boiling hot water.
what's happened? And my wife, poor Laura, is having to deal with that multiple times. She's got to the point where she makes the bottle herself now.
Oh, man. I
I'm
could just
sorry.
picture. It's the most confusing time
I'm
when
confused.
like, I know, yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
Were you ever a sleepwalker?
No, but I sleep talk quite a lot.
Yeah, I know. But my dad was a sleepwalker real bad. Like, used to walk to the train station. Yeah. Granted, this is my grandmother telling these stories.
A little embellishment.
Yeah. Bit of mayo on top.
Yeah.
But like, I have woken up in the middle of the night with April telling me to do something like take the dog out or whatever. And I'm like, what do you want about, woman? What are you talking about? We don't have a dog. Oh, we do. But like, it's for some reason your brain just hasn't woken up yet, but everything else has.
It's trying.
I used to have a friend that used to pull the refrigerator out and get in behind it.
When they're asleep.
Yeah.
That's like...
Shout out to Josh.
That is ridiculous.
Isn't it just?
That's ridiculous. That's...
Maybe you can train yourself to sleep, get milk, and then you won't have to hear any of it.
Just like lying down in bed, bro. Just like being
Yeah.
on the blanket. All nice and cozy.
You sleep with your elbows out too, so no one can attack you.
I'm a belly sleeper.
Yeah, so
Belly
is April.
sleeper. Hey,
What happens when you get an erection?
I levitate.
It's not that big. Go on, man. It's a strong muscle.
Can I just snake in real quick?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Oh, no, I would never mind.
Thank you so much. I
Anyway,
know
that's all we have time for.
that joke is so old.
I know, it's so good though.
It's so old.
I was nearly going to do it to Vic before when she got on the mic. I was like, anyway, that's a cool story, Vic. But I knew how much it meant to you.
First time on the
I
mic.
know.
And she's met with that behavior.
I know. Next time.
This is from Emma, who has sent in an ick. I know you love your icks.
I love icks.
Getting your just quietly, if you want to see Ash's feet, go to his Instagram. He did an ick about getting sandy feet in the car.
Clapping them together.
Yeah, just the people gagging over your feet. What
dude.
the fuck is wrong
Some
with
of the
it?
DMs are.
Not to knock that. I just think if you like feet, that's fine. I like
I've
feet.
never had so much engagement. I might have to start Foot Finder. I'm just leaving money on the table by not doing it. It could really push this podcast along.
I think do it. But from Emma, she says, my ick is when my husband says any childlike language to me, not our kids. For example, I have a sore tummy. And recently, oh, look at that cute little bunny rabbit.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's adorable.
No, I do it when the kids are there. You're like, oh, give mummy a cuddle. You always use it in like the second person they call that. And then when I use it when they're not there, she's like, depending on the tone, I think. I'm like, hey, mummy.
Ugh.
Ooh.
You don't talk to the kids like that.
Yes.
But if you're like, oh my God, you hear that?
Oh, Tom.
I'm a bit hungry.
That's an ick.
So, is it?
I think if you add the little baby talk to it, it's like, it's a bit of an ick.
But if you have an ick, please share it with us.
Also, talking like that to your kids in public.
I know.
It's
Bubba.
the cringe button needs to
I'm
come
always
out.
like, oh, shut up, you
Wish
pathetic
you
loser.
could shut it down.
Ash, we have the new jingle.
Now you need us more than ever. Know that we still have each other. You can send us your doting dilemma. You can send us your dirty dilemma. Ella.
Ash, this is from L. Not L-E, but L.
Just E-L-E?
E-double-L-E, so you can spell it the same way, forwards or backwards, for those playing.
Very clever. Like Bob.
Like Bob, there you go. She says, hey guys, I'm a new listener and absolutely love the podcast. Leave that as a bloody review, Al, would you?
Yeah, copy-paste.
I may be one of the 38 who joined the Facebook page after the dishwasher episode. Maybe that was the great influx of followers. Do you remember we had 38 followers in like an hour?
Oh, it's just people who love LG.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, just wanted to ask a question which may be a topic of interest for the pod. She says, what is the general rule for leaving your kids in the car when you have to pay for fuel? Is it okay to just quickly run in and out to pay, or would you have to take your child with you?
There's a few factors here.
Factor away.
Okay. So, first of all, you have to factor in climate.
Yeah, obviously if it's a raging hot summer's day.
Yeah, you lock that car and put the windows up and leave them in there. No. That's bad parenting.
Wow.
That's newsworthy parenting, that one. Yeah, so climate. Also, how far away the pump is from where you pay. Because if you go to like one of those truck stop ones, like if you're on a freeway, you're essentially putting your kids at risk because you're further away and there's truckers there.
And the truckers are the ones you got to watch out for.
They are.
No, not the truckers, but you know, the highway people, as I call them.
We're going to upset someone with this one.
I love the truckers. They're keeping this nation going.
They keep using that one.
But it's
I don't believe it.
It's the people in rural areas.
Let's not start with the rural area.
I know, but the big highway ones, like the one on the way down to Canberra, where you're parked like 500 meters away from where you pay.
Yeah, and
you can't keep the line of sight to the car.
Well said. I think depends how small or big the child is. If it's a teenager, they're fine. But Oscar, for some reason, he has to come in. Has to.
Why?
Good question. I always go to a petrol station that's literally a 10-step. And he's looking at me the whole time, and I'm like paying. They must think I'm fucking crazy because I'm like, beep.
And Oscar's like, the truckers will get me.
Yeah. Well, I said to him, what brought this on? Yeah. I was trying to get to the root.
Yes.
And he was like, one time, some teenagers walked past me.
Did they?
I was like, and what? And he's like, nothing.
That was it.
They just walked past. I'm like, it's free country, bro. People can walk past you. Like, nothing's going to happen. And I keep telling him, and I'm like, you understand that you are the most important thing I own. Nothing's going to come between. Like, I'll get between whatever you and whatever it is. But he's just got it so hell that someone's going to take him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no one wants to take a kid because you cost more money, if anything.
Yeah, well said.
And like, no one wants to take on extra burdens or responsibilities.
I have a solution for the problem, though. I never fill up the car with the kids.
I try and avoid that as much as possible.
I make sure that
so does April. Whoops, I take it back. I'm sorry.
I reckon it's just like the rigmarole.
It's not worth it.
Of trying to get the kids out of the car. And then they're in there, and that front counter at the petrol station, it's just like...
It's a salesman's dream.
It's like...
Point of sale. That's where you want to be.
It's just there's Skittles, there's chocolate, there's Kinder Surprises.
I tried to bribe him to stay in the car. I'm like, I'll get you something if you stay here. You could get taken.
It's worth the risk.
Yeah. Is there a law? Surely there's a law.
I'm sure there is. I think it's fine. Provided it's a cool day.
Yeah, and also as well, I would just... If the surroundings are a bit sketchy... Leave them in there. No. Then you take them.
Well said. Well said, Ash.
Matt, we did a little dilemma the other week about movies as a childhood that left you traumatized. And the response has been overwhelming.
People were like, you forgot about this movie. And I was like, whoa, relax, Steve.
Matt, these are some of the movies that traumatized our listeners as children. E.T. There's a couple of moments in there. When he's being tested.
When he's sick.
Yes, he's sick.
When he's unwell.
Ugh. And also when he goes home.
Yeah.
Sad. They're sort of things that you just remember forever. The sadness.
I remember my older brother, weeping behind the couch for that movie. And I was probably a little too young to really understand like the significance of that farewell when he's going back in the UFO back to his homeland. But I remember I was like, wow, that's the movie that broke my brother. A never-ending story. Ash, you haven't seen this one, but it's an amazing, beautiful tale. However, there is some very traumatic scenes in there, particularly one where a horse is stuck in like quicksand or mud and this beautiful white stallion unfortunately dies and he can't save it. It's a lot.
There's a lot of death in these movies.
Look,
isn't there?
I mean, we shouldn't shy away from the realities of life.
But it's a cartoon.
But I know when you're 5 years old, you probably wait a couple more years.
I know, and that like I think like back then they didn't hide it. Like they were like, kill him, and it's like, whoa, hang on a minute, guys.
Yeah.
Ugh, not for me. One that came up a lot, Matilda. Mainly because of one particular character, which is Trunchbull.
Mitch Trunchbull.
There's a few things. Swinging of the hair.
Very strong.
I would say that's not allowed. She is very strong.
I mean, that little girl with the piggy tails getting like flung over in the playground of the school.
Yeah, what was the thing she had with nails in it? What was it again?
Oh, the chokey.
She's really letting her outside hobbies roll into her work.
Was
she really into BDSM, this girl?
It was horrific. This little room that was like full of nails, and she put the kids in there. It's like, oh my God.
Nails?
And I watched that before I went to school. I was like, is there going to be Miss Trunchbull? Will there be a little chokey? Will I see a child get flung over the school fence by a hair?
Do you reckon the aim was to get children to like think that, okay, well, we've got to be on our best behavior when we go to school and stuff like that? Do you think there was or they were just like, let's just make a real fucked up character?
They just Roald Dahl was like, let's just turn the dial up on this evil villain.
Is Roald Dahl a woman or a man?
How dare you?
I don't know.
Roald Dahl?
I don't know. Author.
What?
I know author, that's it.
It's a man.
Yeah?
And what a man. Roald Dahl.
I've never known. It was a genuine question.
No, that's fine.
Why are you yelling at me about it?
I apologize.
What else you got? Matilda, honestly, there's a lot of comments and a lot of, I feel like I've missed out on a lot of these movies.
Fantasia.
Go on.
You seen that one?
No.
It's a Disney film.
Sounds fantastic.
And it's a little bit psychedelic. Like
I'm listening.
Mickey Mouse is there and these broomsticks start multiplying. The broomsticks turn on Mickey Mouse. It's a lot to comprehend. It doesn't make any sense. These innate objects start attacking Mickey Mouse.
For what reason?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like a trip.
It's like a trip out.
I think Mickey Mouse has had psychedelics.
I'm gonna have a gummy and watch most of these videos.
Watch Fantasia.
Okay, I will.
It'll blow your socks off.
Is it the attacking that's traumatizing?
Well, because the broomsticks are multiplying. There's so many.
I will tell you right now, and kids, their imagination, they would see your local broom in your house and be like,
holy fuck.
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
Yeah. I recall as a kid, can't remember what movie it was. It was definitely a dinosaur movie that I was like, it traumatized me to the fact that I remember we went camping like that year and they were doing roadworks near there and there was a bunch of the diggers and I thought they were dinosaurs. So I wouldn't come out of the tent. A whole week I didn't come out of the tent.
Because of the diggers.
A final one, which was in the comments a few times, Edward Scissorhands. No brainer. You see a man walking around with scissors in his hands, you're going to be fucking scared.
It's a lot.
Is it a kid's movie?
Well, not really, but it's very scary.
I accidentally watched Twister as a kid. That fucking scared
That's
the
not a
shit
kid's
out.
film.
That was an accident.
Do you know what is traumatizing? Actually, this has got to be top of the list. Can I just correct myself and put this one right up to number one spot? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
The Ridge?
The OG.
Oh
my God, these kids just one by one.
Also, he's a bit creepy.
And like when they go under that bridge on the boat and everything starts flipping out and you got the little workers and what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, but there's all that. And then there's Willy Wonka with Charlie going, you lose! Like, whoa,
Oh my gosh.
It's a child. And we're talking about lollies.
Yeah.
Like, chill out, man.
And Arthur Slugworth.
He turned out to be a good guy.
Yes. Still, like, bro, just...
But that gives you the opposite.
Very confusing.
I'm confused.
Very confusing.
Good thing they're just movies and
Thank
they're
you.
not real.
Thank you, Ash. Also...
Willy Wonka, believe it or not, was not a documentary.
Hey, we should
go.
We should get out of here.
There's a lot. This was pretty much just a housekeeping episode.
No, we had... There was
in there.
There's a few moments.
Should we do a jingle?
I need you right now, not you, Ash, the listener, to leave a review. Surprise, surprise. We're going to end the episode with me
begging
That's
working
for a review.
It's really
if
working.
that's okay.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
It is
a
okay.
review.
Yes.
Is what I need.
Okay.
Right now.
Because we...
Well, what the fuck are they not reviewing for?
I don't know.
They leave the comments in the Facebook group and I'm like, why do that?
Maybe it's you.
What do you mean?
I knew that would throw you off the scent of what are they doing. I don't know. I don't know what I meant by that.
They're happy to compliment in the Facebook group, which is just going off right now.
I know.
I'm just like, go on. Sorry, I'm done. I'm finished.
Please. Or you can join us on socials, which is also booming. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube for weekly episodes. And yeah, bye.
See you guys later.
See ya, bye.